Tri-Valley is certainly one of the area favorites to extend its season into month 11. The Scotties have played in week 11 each year for half of a decade. Tonight's opponent, John Glenn, has just one playoff appearance in that span. But I'm sure as MVL reporter Karli Bell will point out that postseason run for the Muskies was pretty recent. That's right, Nathan. The Scotties' postseason presence was last year, and we're ready to bring the heat against those Tri-Valley Scotties tonight. But Tri-Valley, they had something else in mind for the Little Muskies in this matchup. Now, Brock Fargus would connect to Logan Bash early on with a touchdown for a 49-yard touchdown reception, 2-point conversion, 8-0 Tri-Valley. You'll hear Fargus on repeat all night as he connects here with Logan Hiddle for 20 yards. That drive would stall, but the Scotties' next drive, Daniel Bubby Scott decides to hit the ground running for 22 yards before the end of the first quarter. Now the start of the second, Fargus decides to find Hunter Moeller on the right sideline, and this would be Hunter's only catch of the night for 16 yards as he takes it into the red zone. 2 plays later, Bubby wants to finish what he starts with a 5-yard touchdown run, 15-0 Tri-Valley early in the second quarter. John Glenn would go 3 and out, so Tri-Valley gets the ball again, and Fargus connects with Dave Prouty for 14 yards. Prouty had 3 catches and 51 yards with the touchdown on the night. Now Logan Bash, he wants to get some time, and on the next play, he takes it from the 1, 22-zip Tri-Valley, 7.5 minutes before halftime. John Glenn, they want to try and get something going, but instead they give something, a fumble actually, recovered by C.J. Eckelberry. And the Scotties, they never let an opportunity like that go as Fargus finds Prouty again, 25 yards to the house, 29-0 with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left before going into locker room. Now John Glenn, they want to try and put something on the board as Matt Stewart finds Caden Jones here for 31 yards to the left sideline. Finally, the Little Muskies see that other side of the field, but not for long as Stewart decides to get sacked on 4th down by Colton Hanby to give Tri-Valley the ball with just 58 seconds. Fargus doesn't need that much time as he fakes the handoff and takes the pigskin 16 yards. Next play, Fargus decides to give his feet a rest, and he launches a bullet to Matt Waller. 21-yard catch for a touchdown. 36-0 going into half, and Tri-Valley would take the win, 44-0, and Tri-Valley's Brock Fargus 13 for 17 with 207 yards. The Muskies, on the other hand, Caden Jones only 50% with 68 yards. The Scotties march on. As for John Glenn, without Blake Atkins this season, did the Muskies really stand a chance in this game? Now, we all know the Scotties are the dominating force of the MVL. John Glenn has had some of the toughest games against the top offenses in this conference, but Tri-Valley was too much for them tonight. Tri-Valley was the favorite from the get-go, and they proved how strong they can be. This might be the first time the Scotties have really put their foot down in a game this season, but why was Tri-Valley so dominant in this game? A balanced offense will always make you win games, Nathan. When you have had the 3-headed monster of Bubby Scott, Hunter Moeller, and Logan Bash in your arsenal, you become unstoppable. And that's only one side of the ball. Defense matters too. The Scotties defense was able to shut down John Glenn to just 85 yards of total offense. How many times do you hear something like that happening, Nathan? Not much. That's a pretty amazing defensive stat. Now, we're seeing a lot of undefeated teams tonight on the show. The Scotties, they're still unblemished now. Will they stay that way? Well, you know, Nathan, they have a very tough schedule and opponents coming up against Sheridan and Maysville. The Scotties will have their work cut out for them, especially against the other undefeated team in the Maysville Panthers. But Tri-Valley, they're big and balanced, and they'll stay perfect throughout conference play. Karli, always fun in the MVL. Thanks a lot tonight.